Ed, you came up with Morgan Stanley, which is a broker-dealer. Now you've transitioned into RIA. Can you explain the difference to us?
Yeah, and I did. I grew up in Morgan Stanley. I actually got to the point where I was running the high net worth group in the Southwest for Morgan Stanley. And the industry has changed. When you think of a broker-dealer, that's Morgan Stanley. Although embedded in Morgan, they have some registered investment advisors. But the difference between a broker-dealer and a registered investment advisor is a BD earns commissions, okay? And I will tell you, I don't think I've earned a commission in 7 or 8 years, okay? That's kind of dead business now. And everyone is turning towards registered investment advisory firms. Chapwood Investment is a federally registered investment advisory firm, registered investment advisor. So one of the really interesting things about it is, and what I love, is that if I have an interest in something that Goldman Sachs has, somebody at Goldman Sachs calls on me like I am a client. So I have the flexibility to go to Morgan Stanley, UBS, JP Morgan. I have the flexibility to go to any of those firms. If they have something that I want, I can get that for my clients. I also have the opportunity to bring other investments that those firms don't have. I talk a lot about it, but we have Chapwood managed accounts. And we have separately managed accounts, just like these firms have, but ours are different because those are long only, meaning you buy something and you hope that the value goes up. Ours are long short. So they're very similar in alternative investments in respect to how you might manage money with a hedge fund, but they aren't hedge funds. There's no lockup. There's daily transparency, and you can get out of them any day that you want to. And there's no K1. We have that where Merrill Lynch, Goldman, Morgan, UBS, they don't. So that's one of the really neat little features, and that's just one example of what's so wonderful about being an RIA. Research is a big deal in our industry. Well, guess what? We get all the research too. So as a registered investment advisory firm, Chapwood Investments has the opportunity to do everything all the other firms do. But if you just work at Goldman, you're not sending out Morgan Stanley research, okay? Although I will tell you, Morgan Stanley's research is the best. If you work at UBS, you're not sending out anything from any other firms, and you can't go to those firms to get things for your clients. So we have the flexibility, the versatility to do what is needed for our clients, and we're not held beholden to what the firm has told us to do, like they do at those big firms.
So it sounds like you can offer the buffet instead of just the entree.
Right. And that's exactly what we do, and we know what to use. I oftentimes, when I'm meeting with someone, I say that we all have the same stuff in our pantry. The difference between different people is what they choose to pull out and how they put it together. So your analogy is absolutely perfect. I love being at a registered investment advisory firm, and probably once a month I'll get calls from people saying, "What's it like out there?" Right? What's it like getting away from the big firms? And there's pros and cons to everything, okay? And I'm not gonna discredit any of those big firms, but I will tell you, being independent is the best because we can also act and function similar to a family office where we can do a lot more for clients than you can at one of those big bulge bracket firms.